A woman who went from being homeless to making millions as one of the top influencers in DIY fashion is a true changemaker. Mimi G. Ford is known across the internet as Mimi G, and her blog, Mimi G Style, grew to be the destination for DIY fashion and sewing tips. Her YouTube channel is filled with tutorial videos that have racked up millions of views and created an empire.
Changemakers, brought to you by Adapt Community Network, empowering people through innovative solutions one person at a time. We change.
I've built a huge community of hundreds of thousands of people, men and women who sew.
Mimi G. Ford, aka Mimi G, has been the queen of online do-it-yourself fashion for years.
I want to make sewing as accessible to everyone as possible.
At the height of the pandemic, she released a tutorial on how to sew a face mask.
And as you can see, it's nice and fitted along my face.
That video got more than 2 million views.
You really, went a rags to riches story in terms of what you've done for yourself. And I think it's really inspirational.
I grew up in Chicago and then ran away from home when I was 15. I ended up in Los Angeles.
Mimi G was a single teenage mother, panhandling to feed her young daughter. She even ended up homeless multiple times.
And then, in between those times, I tried to work wherever I could, do whatever I could to sort of stay afloat.
Mimi G eventually landed steady work in film production. And that's when she started a blog about sewing, a hobby she learned as a kid. The blog focused on the clothes Mimi G was creating for herself after having problems finding pieces that properly fit her body type.
And within that first year of starting Mimi G Style back in 2012, I went from maybe 1,000 page views a month to over 1 million page views by the end of that first year.
Now, Mimi G Style is getting around 1 million page views a month. The blog led to a YouTube page filled with sewing tutorials, teaching women how to make everything from pencil skirts to dresses.
What I noticed was that people needed sort of a foundation. So I designed Sew It Academy so that anybody could join without ever having any experience.
Mimi G launched the Sew It Academy in 2016. The online sewing school costs between $12 and $18 a month and offers step-by-step instruction, giving students the tools to create their own clothes.
Students that have been with me going on 5 years now are making tailored coats. We just made a Chanel-inspired jacket a couple months ago.
With more than 17,000 students enrolled in the Sew It Academy and millions of fans and followers across social media, this changemaker turned her relaxing hobby into a thriving fashion empire. Well, Mimi G is in the middle of writing her first book, which is slated to be released late next year. You can also visit her website to check out her blog and learn more about the Sew It Academy. And of course, visit her YouTube page to see all of her free tutorials. If you know a changemaker in your community, reach out to me on social media at Tamsen Fidel.